Hello, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Tarot CelebriTEA with your boy Ducky. Because the last video I recorded, I kept accidentally saying Amber Heard's name. I was like, you know what? Maybe my soul, my intuition really wants to read Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's cards. And I've had it on my list for a few weeks now, but I was like, I don't know. It seems like everyone's talking about it. I don't know if I should do it, since everyone's already talking about it. But you know what? Here in the Ducky channel, we're all just about wanting to read people's cards in order to kind of just get a little bit of the inside scoop, but ultimately to offer some advice from an outside perspective, because, you know, I don't know them. I'm just using my 5+ years of experience of reading cards. Whoops, what a weird shuffle. Let's shuffle that again. Of reading cards or practicing reading cards, and using that 5+ years of practice and knowledge to relay what's going on. So again, you know, remember that these videos are for entertainment purposes. And therefore, the only people that know the full tea, the full truth, are the celebrities, the people themselves. So remember to take that into account. We're just here to pass the time and just vibe in, you know. I do have my ring light here facing down. Normally I have it facing towards the ceiling just because it's so bright and it gives me headaches. And then also that little glare, y'all see that glare right there? If it's too annoying for y'all, let me know. If you don't mind it, then no worries. I just decided to try this out just because I wanted a little bit more light here so y'all could see the cards. Shout out to my sister who gave me this tarot deck. I'm using the Wildwood Tarot and Crystal Angels Tarot, which I bought at a bookstore here in Texas. Shout out to Half Price Books. Sometimes I'll have oracle cards and tarot cards, so check them out if you're in Texas. All right, let's get ready to read Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's cards. So let's just start with Johnny Depp's current energy in regards to this whole fiasco and Amber Heard's current energy in regards to this fiasco. Okay, so 1 second. Let me just put my watch on do not disturb mode. All right. Okay. Let's get a general vibe for Johnny Depp's current situation. We got the Green Man, the Emperor. Whoa. The King of Wands in reverse. And the Knight of Arrows, or the Knight of Swords, right side up. All right, let's get an oracle card. Aquamarine, Divine Life Purpose. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. Beautiful. All right, let's keep going. All right, let's get Amber Heard's current energy. Some cards representing her current energy regarding their circumstances, their situation. We got the 8 of Arrows. Some struggles, some restrictions. Oh, 7 of Arrows, insecurities, some deceit, some lies. Uh-oh. We'll get more into it. We'll get more into it. And the Seer, the High Priestess in regular tarot. Dolomite, stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. Interesting. All right, where can I put these cards? I'll put them right here. Okay. All right, so let's start with Johnny Depp's cards. Yo, shout out to all my fellow Geminis. It is almost Gemini season. All right, so we got the Emperor card here. So with the Emperor card showing up in his current energy, he's staying very strong and very in control um, of himself and the situation, especially with the King of Wands or the King of Bows in this deck in reverse. The King of Bows, the King of Wands is normally the very passionate king, very fiery, but sometimes maybe that passion can become their own demise and they can become very self-destructive and implode. Like, look, there's a lot of fire here. So Johnny Depp is being very careful and being very much in control. He doesn't want to lose control of the situation, um, and show the darker aspects of himself because we all have them, right? So we got the Knight of Arrows here, or the Knight of Swords in regular tarot, and the Knight of Swords normally is the quickest moving knight. You know, they go in and out of people's lives very quickly. They're very fast moving. So it just seems like Johnny Depp is just like very much like, all right, let's get this over with. Go, go, go. Let's go. You know, like I want to just like maintain my composure while this is going. I just want to get this as quick as possible. Keep my composure, keep my calm, keep my cool. That way, this can all just go away and I can move on. Divine life purpose. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. Yeah, he's just kind of trusting himself. He knows that, well, although he is not a perfect man, you know, he has his downfalls. He's very much in control and aware of who he is with this Emperor card here. And so therefore he's just wanting to reiterate and show that he is aware of his strengths and his faults and his weaknesses. And he just wants to be as honest as possible. That way he can get this moving, get it out of the way quickly, you know, as quickly as possible. That way he can move on with his life. All right, so let's look at Amber Heard's cards. It's interesting that she got the Eight of Swords or the Eight of Arrows in this deck, which normally talks about restriction, feeling restricted. In the regular tarot, you'll see a person with swords all around them and they're blindfolded and they're just feeling very restricted, especially with their thoughts. And so and here it says struggle. So Amber Heard is currently, struggling. She's currently kind of all up in her head. This is also magnified by the Seven of Arrows. A lot of self-deprecating, intrusive type of thoughts is what I'm getting, is that she's having. She's just starting to feel more and more insecure, you know, a little bit more. She's kind of starting to shut down, especially mentally, and she doesn't really know how to get herself out of the situation. With the Seer here, or the High Priestess. The High Priestess normally is a feminine energy, or it represents, you know, feminine energy and wisdom and having a lot of knowledge. So she is very smart. And I think she's hoping to kind of use her wits, her intellect, her intuition to get her out of this situation. She's hoping to kind of like see herself out of this situation as best as she can. But it just seems like she's starting to realize, or especially with her thought process, she's starting to think that maybe all of this wasn't the best idea. And it's going to be a little bit of a sticky situation for her to get out of, is what I'm seeing. But here we got the stay strong in your faith. We got Dolomite. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. So yeah, her mindset, again, it's all of this is on her mindset. I'm going to sip some tea real quick. Excuse me. I just got off work maybe an hour and a half ago. And so my voice is a little tired, but here we are, you know. So she's trying to stay strong, but it just seems like she's slowly starting to kind of like lie a little bit more and trying to be a little bit more deceptive, in order to get herself out of a sticky situation that she has caused. But with this Seer, again, I'm just getting the sense that like maybe in the past she has always been able to get out of herself, out of some situations by doing the same tactics. There's some kind of intuition. There's some knowledge. Maybe she would just intuitively go with what her gut feeling was telling her, and this time maybe she is doing the same thing, but maybe it's going all wrong. It's really put her in a sticky bind. So she just needs to be confident that I just feel like if she stays strong in her faith, and by acknowledging like, okay, maybe I haven't been completely honest. Maybe if I am more honest now, hopefully the situation will not be as bad as I'm expecting it. So let's get some advice for both of them. Because, I ain't trying to take no sides. I'm just here to read cards and interpret what I'm seeing. But, we all make mistakes. And let's see what cards come out on, some advice for these two. Ooh, y'all, my voice is tired today. Ooh, don't mind me. I'm just trying to do some warm-ups and trying to gauge how tired my voice is. But after this video, I'm gonna keep on sipping this tea, finish sipping this tea, and gonna just rest my voice for a bit. But I wanted to upload a third video for the week, so it is currently 2:25 p.m. here in Texas, Friday, May 20th. So this video is going to be up in a couple of hours. All right, so let's get some advice for Johnny Depp. Balance. Or, what is the word I'm looking for? Temperance, there we go. Temperance in reverse. Let's get some more advice. The Ace of Arrows, Ace of Swords, the Six of Wands or the Six of Bows in reverse. Okay. Let's get some advice for Amber Heard. The Two of Arrows, Two of Swords in reverse. The Four of Bows, the Four of Wands, and Death card. So right off the bat, I'm just hearing from thinking in my head, from the cards that came out for Amber Heard, I'm just getting the sense she needs to cut some ties with some friends. All right, this is Forgiveness Heals. This is for Johnny Depp. Topaz, Forgiveness Heals. That's beautiful advice. Okay. And let's get an advice oracle card for Amber Heard. Azurite, Deep Emotional Healing. All right. So let's start with Amber Heard for this part. Okay. So with the Two of Arrows here coming out in reverse, normally the Two of Arrows represents, balancing friendships, good allies, good friends, great colleagues. But in reverse, there are some people in Amber Heard's life that she just needs to snip, bye. Cut them out because they're not helping her. And in this case, I'm getting the sense that some of these friends kind of egg her on and maybe even initiated and told her that it would be a good idea to do some of the things that she did, or justified her actions to make her seem like she wasn't in the wrong. There are some friends in Amber Heard's circle that just are not very great for her and cause her to get off balance. And with the Four of Bows here, the Four of Bows always represents stability, great foundations. She needs to work on having a stable foundation, having friends that are more stable, more grounded in their actions, their modes of living, or their values. Especially with this Death card, there are some big changes that she needs to make. and she needs to kind of have like a sense of self awakening or realization that some of these people in her life kind of allowed her to and justified some of her actions, and to where she kind of felt like she could get away with almost anything or get away with um, being a little bit deceitful is what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing. And she just needs to cut some of these people out of her life and focus on being more grounded herself and finding people and befriending people who are more grounded, who know themselves well, know their strengths, their weaknesses. They have great life values and a great moral compass. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of deep emotional healing that she's going to need to be doing. So that's what I'm seeing. Just snip, snip. Sometimes that's what you got to do if you want to be successful, y'all. You got to snip, snip some people out of your life that are not conducive, are not helping you grow in a sense, or they're not supportive of your growth and on your journey. So that's her message. All right, let's get Johnny Depp's message with Temperance here in reverse. He needs to be aware of his how do I want to word this? He needs to be aware of his substance usage. I don't know if it's my place to say that he's going to like continue being sober or he's not going to be sober, but I think what he needs to really find out is the balance, doing things with intention. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily bad to indulge in, whether that's, in drinking, stuff like that. But you always got to have a balance, have the balance, figure out, why you're doing it. Why are you drinking? And make sure it's for a good cause. But like for him, there's some like things that he's doing that are cause him to be out of balance. Maybe it's eating too much or not eating enough. It could be too much drugs, not enough drugs, too much drinking, not enough drinking, stuff like that. He just needs to make sure that he puts himself back in balance and actually makes the effort, takes charge of his and takes ownership of his life again. The Ace of Arrows represents, being forceful, being direct in your approach. And I'm seeing the smoke, so maybe it's about smoking. He just needs to be more direct, more forceful in his approach of like, okay, if I want to smoke today, why am I smoking? Is it because I want to like forget something, or is it because I just want to feel good? Remember that my personal philosophy, I would say, is that everything's fine in moderation, yin yang. Having a balance. That Spice Girl song, too much of something is never enough, or is never good, or something. And not enough. Oh no, wait. Too much of something is bad enough. Da, 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 da. Yeah. So anyway, too much of something is bad, and not enough of something. You might become a little bit too stiff, or a little bit too under the weather, something like that. Anyway, I'm not condoning people to start doing stuff. Don't take that message, y'all. Just disclaimer, everything, in moderation. Have yourself a good balance. If you want to eat potato chips, like me, who loves potato chips, make sure you do some extra cardio. Or don't eat a lot of carbs that day because you're saving your carbs for the potato chips. Stuff like that. So that's what he needs to do, is just have balance and take ownership and actually have that direction. And with the Six of Bows, the Six of Wands always talks about victory, even in reverse. And it came out in reverse for him. He's going to be pretty victorious. Now, y'all take that however you would like to take that. But it seems like he's going to be pretty victorious and pretty successful in his endeavors. So he just needs to really stay balanced, take charge, and take ownership of himself when doing things, when indulging. And some more advice for him is to remember to forgive. And it seems like he's a pretty chill guy. So after all this is said and done, he just needs to remember to forgive others and forgive himself. And it seems like he's going to be pretty good. So that's all I'm really seeing. Let me know what y'all thought of this reading. I really enjoyed it. It was pretty good. If y'all haven't heard Too Much by Spice Girls, go listen to it. It's beautiful. Great song. And that's it for me. Feel free to give me a like if you enjoyed this reading, or don't. You know, if you didn't like it, a thumbs down is totally fine too. I'm totally okay with that. Feel free to drop in some suggestions or comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for being here. Have a great day. Bye.